About 1 month ago, I made a Roblox game called Escape Tsunami for Noobs, but after a couple of weeks, the game kind of got boring and the concurrent players started to drop off. But in the wise words of George Washington, any Roblox game can come back to life with a good update. Yeah, he definitely said that. But if I want to keep my Roblox game exciting to play and keep the players coming back, I need to make a massive update. And also, I'm going to challenge myself to put it out in just 3 days. But can I actually make a good update in that time? Well, let's just say that the results at the end will shock you. But let's just stop the yapping and let's just get straight into day. To make this update great, we need to complete 3 tasks, and that first one is making a better map, because it's looking boring. So I started absolutely beating up and destroying the map until I have almost nothing. But before I started adding barriers, I need to fix the rocks because they don't quite look right. So after spending way too much time moving things around, we now have a mountain that doesn't look that bad. Now that we got that out of the way, I need to figure out a cool looking map that doesn't look so bleh. So I started looking around on YouTube to get some inspiration, and then I found a super unrated and small channel, and he's making a game called Fly and Save Baddies. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't even see that, but after seeing the game, I really liked how the map looked, and I think I can add a little twist on this. After thinking on this for a couple of seconds, I had the idea to add different biomes from keeping the map to not look the same. Then I added water to give it that feeling that the map was in the middle of the ocean, but the water looks mid. But I'm gonna put you on some sauce. After adding the textures to the part, I added in a script and pasted in this, so now the water looks like it's moving. Then I added some islands to each biome to make it look better. But in every simulator game, there's always a snow biome, and I was adding that into the map, and then something struck me. What if I added a volcano? Well, that could lead into some cool live events. Now with that out of the way, we have a pretty good looking map, and it only took me 21 hours. Well, okay, don't judge me. I'm not the fastest builder, but I wanted to make sure that it looked good, and I definitely didn't get distracted half of that time. I don't know why, but a lot of people have been telling me to add VIP zones to the map, but hey, I'm not complaining.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah. After adding in those VIP zones and making the game path for it, I think this map is looking epic. And speaking of epic things, it would be epic if you like and subscribe to the channel, because only 4.3% of you guys are actually subscribed. Anyway, I'm falling asleep in my chair, but we can get back on the grind on day. I woke up super tired, but we only have 2 more days to finish this update. Since last night I was working on monetization bugs, I might as well fix something that is making me lose on thousands of Robux. You see, inside of the shop, there is a starter pack and a pro pack. It worked until me and Ray put viewport frames in the shop, and then it got all messed up. But after being on a call with Ray for an hour and playing random games for no reason, we finally got it to work. Next, I wanted a loading screen into the game, but I'm gonna for sure watch some tutorials on this because I have no idea what. Ooh, wait, hold on a minute. This is fire. And with that, we are 35 hours into this update, and we still haven't added any noobs into the game. So guess what we are adding next? And I was thinking on what new characters I should add into the game. Something just hit me. I never added in a new beanie Tsunami inside of the game, and now there is. I actually like this one more than the OG one because it doesn't look so blocky. When I was going through all the models, I realized that I haven't added in all the Halloween noobs that was in my last game. Then when I was doing a live stream, someone suggested I should add in a dumb noob. Well, I mean, that totally makes sense. I was going to add in a cool model. I found it for the lava biome, but it just didn't really match what I was going for. And then for the last noob, I added in this really cool model I found in the toolbox, and I named him the most epic name you'll ever hear, Glitch Noob. Bro, it's just so fire. Finally, I added in a buff noob, but yeah, we're having some issues with him, and some of the other noobs are having issues too, but I fixed that by messing with the collision groups. But after adding all those noobs into the game, I used the highlight feature to give the noobs different colors for the different mutations. Then I added in all the noobs into the module script and making sure that all of the models were looking good. Next, I wanted to add in some new waves into the game. Since there was a lava biome, I added and copied over a lava texture onto the wave and changed the colors. I also wanted to add in another wave, but I didn't want this wave to be the same height as the others. So I added in a very small wave that you have to jump over. But when I tried putting it in for the first time, let's just say that it did not go very well. Why that didn't work was because I have 2 parts inside of the workspace, a part where the wave spawns and a part where the wave despawns. When the wave spawns, it spawns in the middle of that part. So when I tried adding a smaller wave, the small wave spawned all the way up there, but there's a way to fix this. So what I did was I copied a normal wave model and I set the transparency to 1, and then after that I put the smaller wave into that model and then set the position of the model down so the wave actually touches the ground, and then boom, it now works. Next we have to work on these paces. I have been getting a lot of recommendations to add pace skins, which is definitely a cool idea, but I have no idea how to do that right now, but for sure it could be in a new update video. For the bases, I started working on the UI to change it up a little, and then I also added in a new layer on top so there's more space to hold noobs. And at this point I was feeling super brain dead, so I'm gonna finish up everything tomorrow on day... Okay, it's day 3 and I'm feeling okay about it, but I need to finish this update because I have less than 24 hours to hit publish, but I am determined to get this update out on time. But let's just start off the day with some animations. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I am horrible at doing this, but I did want to add in some animations because in the brain rot game there are none where you think there should be. So I nervously opened up Moon Animator and started doing some idle animations. You know what? This actually doesn't look horrible. After doing that, I was doing something very important, but I don't remember because my recording software was bugging out and I recorded 40 minutes of this. Yeah, I need to update my OBS. But after I got that fixed, I was wanting to work on the very last task on this update, which is the UI. Inside of the shop, there is a section where you can buy certain noobs, but I had the idea to have the shop switch out noobs every so often. So I changed the shop to sell some of the new noobs, and then after that I changed the background to match what mutation you are getting them in. Since there are different rarities in the game, I had the idea of adding a bar at the top to show the whole server where you are. So I made the basic idea of it and started scripting it, but there was an issue. Whenever you die, the player's image would bug out and stay where the player died. But I used my good old pal to help me out with that, and now whenever somebody dies, the player's image will get set back to the beginning of a map. I won't lie, after doing that I felt really good, but we still had to fill in everything for the different parodies. But after doing that, I realized that this looks really bad and it seems a bit too much. But after taking a coffee break for a little while, I thought it'd be better if we have different biomes up there instead of having parodies. Yeah, that looks clean. But with that, I think this update is now done. I can finally now publish it, but after updating 2 of my games, it's such a good feeling after adding a bunch of new things and working through all the frustrations of fixing all of the bugs. It's such a good feeling to finally hit the publish button and have new players play something that you worked hard on. If you want to check out this new update, it will be in the first link in the description. Also, if you want to play new updates and games early that I am working on, and also have a custom role in my Discord server, I have channel members. If you did enjoy this video, YouTube says that you'll like this video here.